elections launched, but you're languishing in the polls. Are you looking down the barrel of a bloodbath? How bad will the results be in early May?
Well, you've seen the energy in the room here. Our candidates, our members are really geared up for this. And we're going to go out there and fight for every vote. We know we need to earn every vote. We go into the battle in good spirits, but of course the backdrop is a war on two fronts. And so people will be looking at Labour for leadership and being absolutely clear that we're not getting dragged into that war. We will of course defend ourselves and our allies, and that we do know that the cost of living is the issue that people worry about most. So we go in good spirits, we go in against an uncertain backdrop globally, but I think that if we can show our values, our positivity, what we have done and what we will do, then, as I say, no vote has been cast yet. Every vote is there to be earned, and we need to go out and earn it.
On other issues, today, number 10, you're hosting a summit for energy, shipping and insurance companies. What do you want from that? Are you looking at fuel rationing, like they are in Ireland, Germany, Spain, Australia, where they're also looking at cutting fuel duty? What reassurance can you give that the pumps won't run dry this summer?
Well, we're bringing together the shipping sector, insurance and energy, because obviously that's a focus of concern. A lot of discussion about the Straits of Hormuz and what we can do to get the Straits open, which is the single most effective way to bring energy prices down. But we're wide-ranging discussion. It'll then feed in. I will have a Cobra tomorrow, another Cobra, to look at the economic impacts of the war and making sure that everything that we need to have in place, everything is monitored and audited properly. So this will feed into that tomorrow, but it'll be a very good roundtable this afternoon to discuss with the key sectors the impact on them and what we can do on it and what we can do together.
And your advice and motives on the pumps?
Well, look, I recognise the concern that this is causing people. Fuel duty is frozen until September, and the advice from the various sectors is just normal use, no need to do anything other than what's normal, but obviously we're bearing down on energy costs. The single most important thing we can do is to de-escalate and to get the Straits of Hormuz open, and that's why I'm putting so much effort into that aspect.
On that de-escalation then, are you looking at deploying UK troops somehow on the ground in the Iran war, and also the US that might go towards that war?
This is not our war and we're not going to get drawn into it. What we have done is taken defensive action. So we've had our pilots up in the air since an hour or two after this war started, defending British lives, British interests, and of course our allies in the region. We're allowing our bases to be used for defensive action to protect British lives and British interests and our allies in the region. And we are looking to see what we can do in the Straits of Hormuz, but we're not going to get dragged into this war.
Just finally then, your plans with France to tackle the small boat crisis runs out tomorrow. What will replace it? A pay-by results deal?
Well, we're working closely with France in relation to the channel crossings, and I'll be really clear, I want to reduce those numbers. Nobody should be making that journey across the channel in a small boat. That's why we have to work closely with the French and others upstream, and we're having good discussions with them about how we take that forward.
Get a better deal?
Well, look, we're taking discussions to take that forward, and that's good.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.